Hallo, guten Tag. So let's read ahead. And since we already know, we have discussed in the last, video about the informal conversation between the people, and now today we will be doing the formal conversation between, form people like people from your office or unknown people, basically with whom you have to use the formal way of conversation. So, guten Tag, good day. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. It's a formal way to say goodbye. Guten Tag, good day. Wie heißen Sie? Wie heißen Sie is, what is your name? And the Z is you, which is formal. Alright? And what is the informal you? Du. Du is you, but this is informal. Okay. Hören Sie, you listen, und lesen Sie, and you read. Wie heißen die Personen? What are the names of the persons? So, I assume that you know the conjugation. So, how do we conjugate a verb? We take the stem of the verb. What is the stem of the verb? Let's say heißen is a verb, and we will take the stem of heißen. Heißen is, the verb, the part of the verb, which is before en. Okay, en we will leave. We will leave en, and we will use heiß as a stem of the verb, and we will conjugate the verb. It means we will write the ending with heiß according to the pronoun. What is the subject here? So whatever subject you have, you will add the ending with the verb. Let's suppose I'm saying ish, and I'm saying I'm using heißen here. So we will write the stem and then we will add a. So it will become heiße, ish heiße. And similarly with du, heiß, then te. Why are we not using s here before te? Because there are already double s, which is called s-sit. Okay. Now further, guten Tag, not guten Tag. Guten Morgen, mein Name ist Nina Weber. Good morning, my name is Nina Weber. Guten Morgen, Frau Weber. Okay, so when you are saying Frau or Herr, you will use the Nachname. What is Nachname? Nachname is der Nachname is called last name. Okay, just remember this. So Weber is the last name of Nina Weber. Okay, so Isha is Oliver Hansen. I am Oliver Hansen. Guten Tag, Frau Kowalski. Guten Tag, Frau Weber. Wie geht es Ihnen? Danke, gut. So wie geht es Ihnen is the formal way to say how are you doing? How are you? It's formal, since we are doing the formal conversation. So we do not literally translate the sentences, because if we translate the sentences as it is, it will be something else. It will become something else most of the time. So we'll just modify the sentences, okay, in English. So danke, thank you, gut, und Ihnen, like und dir, we were saying in the informal conversation. Similarly, we have und Ihnen and you. Okay, so auch gut, also good. Auch is also good, danke, thank you. Hallo Frau Weber, hallo Herr Hansen, das ist Frau Kowalski. Guten Tag, Frau Kowalski. Mein Name ist Oliver Hansen. My name is Oliver Hansen. Guten Tag, good day, Entschuldigung. As we already discussed in the informal conversation, Entschuldigung means excuse me. When you want to discuss, ask somebody something, then you would say Entschuldigung. Wie heißen Sie? What is your name? This is formal you. Oliver Hansen. So at the first time, she did not understand, so she asked again, Entschuldigung, wie heißen Sie? Alright, so now the departure time. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, Herr Hansen. Tschüss. Frau Weber. Auf Wiedersehen, Frau Kowalski. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. So this is how we do it. So you can practice at home the situation. Okay. So basically the nouns which are ending with tion, they are mostly written as it is in German as well, and the pronunciation changes here. So zum Beispiel die Situationen, and they are also feminine, die. Okay, so die Situationen. Okay, guten Tag, auf Wiedersehen, spielen Sie die Situationen. So you play the situations. So guten Tag, mein Name ist, you can complete the sentences. You can take help of these sentences, and you can complete the sentences. Ich heiße, wie heiße Sie? Any one of them you can use. Das ist Frau, Herr, wie geht es Ihnen? How are you doing? It's a formal sentence. Question. Danke, gut. Und Ihnen? Auch gut, danke. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. So here are the verb conjugations of heißen and sein. Heißen is to be called, and sein is to be verb. What is a to be verb? A to be verb is the name of a group of verbs. What are the verbs which come under sein verb? They are bin, which we use with ich, du, bist, then we have ich, sind, seid, and noch einmal sind. Okay, this is how we do it. Sind. So learn the conjugation to make your journey easier. Alright, du und sie. In the informal sentence, du plus Vorname. So when we use du, we will use the first name. Der Vorname is first name. Okay, we will not use the last name. Like for example, my name is Tara Bawadi. So my Vorname is Tara and my Nachname is Bawadi. So if if somebody asks me wie heißt du, so I would say ich heiße Tara, not ich heiße Tara Bawadi or not ich heiße Bawadi. So that both will be wrong. Okay, so I would say ich heiße Tara, first name, mein Vorname. Okay, so Verb, einen Moment. So, wie heißt du? Ich heiße Nina. Wer bist du? Ich bin Nina. It's an informal conversation. So, in formal conversations now, sie plus Vorname plus Nachname. We use both, or we also use the Nachname alone. So both are fine. Okay. So, wie heißen Sie? Mein Name ist Nina Weber. Wie ist Ihr Name? Ich heiße Nina Weber. Beide Sätze sind richtig hier. Both the sentences are correct here. Okay. So, woher kommen Sie? Means where do you come from? When you ask about the home country, so you ask the same question. Where are you from? Okay. So, woher kommen Sie? Woher kommen Sie? Now, there are some of the questions, and you have given the answers here, this side, in ABC form. So, let's match. Woher kommen Sie, Frau Lang? Ich komme aus Deutschland. Welche Sprachen sprechen Sie? Which languages do you speak? Ich spreche Spanisch, Englisch und Deutsch. Wo wohnen Sie? Where do you live? Ich wohne in Frankfurt. Yeah. So you try to conjugate the verbs at home. Like we have verb here. For example, we have common here. And in a moment, we have common verb. And in a moment. Sprechen here. Common, sprechen, then wohnen. These three verbs are given here, and you can conjugate. Okay, if you don't know how to conjugate, let me know. I'll make a separate video for verb conjugations of chapter 1. So now variieren Sie den Dialog? Wie heißt du? You can the faded words you can replace. Okay, wie heißt du? Ich heiße, instead of Jan, I can write it Tara. That's fine. So, ich heiße Jan. Woher kommst du? Aus Frankfurt. Und wo wohnst du? In Zürich. This is quite informal, completely informal, you can say. So that's why they are using du here. W-Frage is, what are you supposed to do with W-Frage? You will write the W-Frage first, word first, then you will use the verb, then the subject. Okay, so मैं spiele, ich heiße Jan. Wo, dann Verb, dann Pronomen, dann ich wohne in Zürich. W-Frage, woher kommst du? Basically, kommst du. Kommst is verb, then du is the pronoun. Ich komme aus Frankfurt. So I am from Frankfurt. You have given some verb conjugations here, verb and personal pronoun. These are personal pronoun and these are, verb. Okay, verben. So let's start. So, lesen Sie und ergänzen Sie die Verben. You read and you complete the verbs. So what happens, when you get to know somebody's name and somebody is discussing further about that person, so you would not take the name again and again. Okay, instead of pronouncing or saying the name, you can directly say he or she. So here we are we are reading about Frau Lang. Okay, so she is Z, which is she. This is Frau Lang, this is Mrs. Lang or Ma'am Lang. Sie kommt aus Deutschland. So as per the conjugation, what are we supposed to write with she wala Z? She. Okay, so that would be kommt. We will write T ending. Aus Deutschland, from Germany. Sie dash in Frankfurt. So we have already told, which is her homeland, home country. Now we are supposed to where exactly she is living. So we would say sie wohnt. To live is sie wohnt in Frankfurt. She is living in Frankfurt. Now we'll talk about Jan. Jan, similarly, similar to Frau Lang, we will use here kommt. Yeah, because we are saying aus Frankfurt, so we are telling his homeland. So Jan kommt aus Frankfurt. Wohnt in Zürich. Okay, so you can learn the conjugations given here, right? Wohnen and kommen sein. You must learn these conjugations. And if you wanna, interview someone, you can ask these questions: Name, woher oder wo. Name is wie heißen Sie. If it is formal, okay, rest the informal conversation. Woher kommen Sie? Wo wohnst du? Wo wohnen Sie? Wo wohnen Sie? Okay, I hope everything is clear to you. Whatever we have studied today, you got to know everything and you will revise at home. Let me know if you are unable to do the verb conjugations. Let me know. We'll make a separate video. And if you really liked my video, the series, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can follow me on Instagram too, wherein I just post the reels, okay, short reels, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay, for more updates, notifications. Alright, vielen Dank, auf Wiedersehen, bis zum nächsten Mal.